Z Size Sizzle. Welcome back to another episode of Big Talk Live. In the studio with me today. Well, not in the studio, but man, I am super. I'm blessed to be sitting down with intelligent, the gifted, Mister Doing the Most, Mister Expert Realtor Tony Chan, and this dude is phenomenal. He is an activist, a community activist. He is passionate about putting people in their dream homes. And in this episode, we'll be talking about how he's leveraging his resources, his network, and helping people accomplish their biggest dreams ever, which is home ownership. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that. And there's a new program that's out. He's going to be touching base with that. So I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to jump on in. So welcome to Big Talk Live, baby. Do it.
Eastern Side Beats. Eastern Side Beats.
All right, look, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. Big Talk Live here in the studio with Tony Chan, my guest. And I don't know what miracles I did and what kind of blessings I did. I don't know how I did this, but this gentleman jumped on my radar and I was able to get him to be a guest. He's going to give you guys some game, he's going to give you guys some insight, a perspective on how to achieve like the dream the dream, the American dream, right? And he's going to tell you how to get into home ownership. And he's definitely serving the community, serving a lot of people, putting hundreds of people in their dream homes. And I hope you guys get lots of nuggets out of this. It's an amazing, it's going to be an awesome, fun Q&A chat. And we're talking with Mr. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Doing the Most. You know what I'm saying? Let's make a move with the expert realtor Tony Chan, ladies and gentlemen. Here he is. What up,
Hey,
dog?
what's up? Hey, what's up, man? What's up? Seismic, Big Talk. Here I am. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure, man. What an intro. You got me super excited. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, man. I'm
Yeah.
I'm I, I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic, man. Representing on Big Talk with Seismic. Let's go.
There it is, man. Like I said, bro, I don't know how I did this, but or how we correlate and put together this our schedule and made it happen. But everyone that's watching, you guys are gonna be amazed. This gentleman is
Yeah.
very intellectual and he knows so much about the game. For those that don't know who Tony Chan is, Tony, can you kind of like tell us a little bit more about your
Yeah.
business, who you are?
Yeah, definitely, man. I go by Tony T Chan, realtor. I'm an expert realtor out here in Long Beach, serving surrounding cities, OC, and throughout the Inland Empire. So coverage wise, phenomenal coverage. We go the distance. I help first time homeowners get into homes. I help persons that already own homes get residential income properties. I help businesses sell their property if they don't want to hold on to it no more. I helped veterans get property with zero down. So you name it, I've done it. We've done condos. So just many outlets for residential income, residential property, single family residence, you name it, I've done it. I'm ready to serve. It's been a passion of mine for like the past couple years, and I'm learning that it's my niche and I want to go forward with it. I'm serving the community in a different way, helping people achieve their dream of becoming a homeowner. And, it's an honor actually to be a part of it with people, some that I've just met and others that I've known for quite a while. So the journey, I mean, it's an emotional roller coaster from start to finish. But just to be a part of it, I feel like privileged and honored to be a part of this like journey that will help people uh, for generations to come. Not just the people that are buying the home, but the people that will reside in the home afterwards. The income producing money it'll produce towards generations to come, and that's what it's all about: generational wealth, building your portfolio, and getting people to where they want to be,
Wow.
which
Yeah.
well off.
Yeah, definitely. It's a foundation of building wealth, right? I understand that owning home ownership is a foundation of building wealth, and it's going to help you get to the your financial goal a lot quicker. And this is part of the strategy, right? If you're trying to build wealth,
Absolutely.
yeah. So that's awesome,
Absolutely.
man. So for those like that are, let's say, or what they want to transition into home ownership. For some people, and it's like they when they think about home ownership, it's kind of like, man, that's as a dream, right? That that's the goal, but it's out of reach
Yeah,
for people out there. I understand there's a new program that's out there. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
there's a couple things that a lot of people don't know. It's really easy, right, to see if you qualify. So basically, you just need four things: your pay stubs, your bank statement, your employment of history, and previous tax returns.
Okay.
All right. So
Mm-hmm.
four things you submit, and you just got to make sure you keep your credit good. That's very hard to do at these times because everybody's applying for credit cards, everybody's buying all these nice things,
Right.
but at the same time you got to have some goals. If you say you're going to buy a home in a year, if you say you're going to buy a home in 2 or 3 or 5 years, then you got to set these expectations for yourself.
Wow.
So it's tough, but sometimes, hey, I put people on plans where like they're at 135, right? I call it 135 plan. So if you want to own a home in a year, you got to really sacrifice a whole lot. You might not take a vacation. You might not even eat out anymore,
Dang.
just on the weekends only. So 5 days, you're not eating out and you eating out on the weekends like it used to be when we were kids, when our parents used to pack us up in their little car and then we go dress up and go eat at the restaurant noodles. We only did that maybe like twice, maybe on the first of the month. But
Right.
we remember those days. So I mean, if we acted like that, which is very hard to do in this generation,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, think about it. You're $20 a day times five. You know, that's 100. That's 400 a month. 400 a month times 12. It equals something.
Right.
So,
Right. You say $20
but
a
it's not
day.
even about the money. It's about exercising. It's about exercise habit of
Right.
being stingy
Right.
to yourself. Being stingy to yourself is very hard.
It is. It is. You have to be a little stingy sometimes. You know, uh, but you have to pay yourself first, right?
Right. Right. Right.
Paying yourself first. So I just want to say shout out to Jody Joe checking in. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to
No
everyone that's
doubt.
tuning in so far. In the studio is obviously Tony Chan. So Tony, I mean, I know if you said a 1 year plan. What about the 3 year plan? Or is it one? What's the 135?
it, it just all depends on how you want to strategize things because again a lot of people, their credit, they want to fix their credit, right?
Yeah.
Fixing credit
Mm-hmm.
is not overnight. It might take a year, it might take 2 years. Maybe you got to pay off a car, maybe you got to pay off 1, 2, 3 credit cards. As long as you can get to what they call debt free, then your debt to income ratio becomes okay, where you can actually apply for a loan, get a loan, and get the right interest rate versus getting a crappy interest rate, getting the wrong type of loan. So again, everything has to fall into place. You can either go right away, or you can say, hey, look, I want to do this and strategize a little bit. But there is a way that you can do it now if you're financially ready.
What do you
So
mean? Can you elaborate a little bit more on that? This way you can do it now if you're financially ready.
So reason why I wanted to get on this podcast is talk a little bit about the California Dream for All Shared Appreciation Loan. Basically, the state of California has acquired, or they passed a bill to put $300 million in the hands of Californians that would like to buy a home. So if you have a credit score of about like 680, if your debt to income rate 45%, and you fall into a medium income bracket, which is displayed here, if you make, let's say, for example, if you're making 180K or less, you qualify. So that's basically like 90K a person. That's almost like a lot of people, you know. So it's not just for low income families. This program is actually for middle class families, medium income families, and low income families. So past programs have always been pushed and made for low income families, where this is not. You know, look at San Francisco. You can make 300K and still qualify for this program.
Wow. What?
Yeah. San Diego, 211K. Riverside, 173K. Sacramento, 202K. So what does this mean? This means that as long as you don't make more than 180K in your household in Los Angeles, you are qualified for 20% in down payment assistance funds. 20%.
That's
So you know
amazing.
what comes with 20%? It means that,
That's
like, if you bought a home for 600K,
mm-hmm.
to give you 20%, that means your mortgage is going to be lower because you're only, about 500,000 on it. They're giving you 100,000, and you're not paying what they call PMI, which is property mortgage insurance. A lot of people don't know what property mortgage insurance is, but property mortgage insurance happens if you only put down 5, 10, 15. You have to put up to 20% or pay off into your mortgage up to 20%, and then the PMI falls off. And PMI is about like $300 to $400 a month. So
Right.
you take that off a mortgage, that's groceries.
What
You
that
know.
is. That I can go eat out more than once a week. You know what I'm saying? We can
Exactly.
have noodles every day we wanted to, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that is a lot. Yeah, definitely. So that's amazing. So it takes off the
Yeah.
PMI. So it yeah, that's man, so
So
how does someone
imagine if you are like, you want to buy a home right now, right? And the
right.
only thing stopping you is 100K to 150K. Not everybody has that, but a lot of people are like, man, I don't have debt. I pay rent on time.
Mhm.
I pay my car note on time,
Mhm.
and all I need is some help. All I need is some help. Where can I get this help from? The help is here. The help is now. It started March
Wow.
27th. And when I say the state only has $300 million to give out, that means that only 20,000 people are going to take advantage of this program.
Wow.
20,000. So could you be
Only
one of them?
20,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you got to jump on it right now. Like, you got to get on it. You got to submit 4 things, and those 4 things are your pay stubs, your bank
Uh-huh.
statements, your
Mhm.
employment history, and your previous tax returns. That's it.
That's
You
it.
send that over and you get started. Like, that's
Wow.
it.
Okay, so you don't have to take any classes, nothing like that, or do any anything extra? Because I thought it was like you have to like attend some
Yeah.
type of
So you have to take what they call like educational and counseling, home ownership counseling classes, but
got it.
I don't even want you to think about that yet.
Oh,
That's
okay.
easy peasy. That's woodwork. That's 8 hours of your life virtually, But what I'm trying to say is, try to get on board to get the money first.
Gotcha.
Because if you for the money, you can't get it on time. And then those 20,000 people that already, put in their application and apply for this, they're ahead of
Right.
you, and you're over here worrying about the education class, right? So
That's
yeah,
true.
but
That's true. So don't worry about that part. Just submit it, apply for it, and then,
yeah,
do the
kind of like
steps.
go cruise control with this. Like, you know what? I'll see if I can get 100K. Let's see what
Mhm.
happens. Let's talk to Tony T Realtor and see if he can give me 100K. Let's see
Okay.
what kind of strings are attached to this. And I can tell you what kind of strings are attached to this. Because there are strings, but they're positive
Okay.
strings. They're not strings that will
Positive
pull
strings.
you down.
I like positive strings, man.
Yeah.
I'm all about that. You know?
So they
I don't like the
so
negative strings.
yeah, so basically, like once the state gives you 20% of the home, right? The only time you'll be paying this back is if you go to refi or sell your home. So let's say in
Mm,
5 to 10 years you go sell your home, right? In 10 years, let's say you buy a home and the home value was 500,000, and in five years, let's say it jumped up to 640. So you just made 140 of home appreciation,
wow. Okay.
right? So when you go to sell your home, you have to pay back your 20% that you borrow from the state, plus any appreciation that that 20% made,
Okay.
right? So
Okay.
basically, they're just investing with you, basically.
That's yeah, exactly. But they're giving you that opportunity to get into your dream home and home ownership. And now, I think you mentioned it already, but I remind me, if you owned a property before, you could still be considered a new homeowner or a
Absolutely.
first time buyer.
So what's the definition of first-time home buyer for this program? The
Yeah.
definition is if your name wasn't on a title for 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
you are now an official homeowner again. So if you sold your home 4 years ago,
Right.
and you have never been on a title for like 3 years, you're a first-time homeowner again.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
And you can get 20% down. Wow.
Shit. 20% down of 300K in San Francisco. Like if you make 300K, you still qualify.
That's
How many
insane.
people make 300K?
Not
That's
many,
two.
man.
That's two incomes making 150 racks each
Right.
and still qualifying for this because they
Right.
know that San Francisco homes are expensive. They
Right.
know that Los Angeles homes are expensive. So
Right.
they're giving people not just, like I said, low income, but middle class an opportunity,
Gotcha.
because the middle class struggles the most, man. You
Yeah,
know,
absolutely,
struggling the
absolutely.
most.
They're
I
always
mean,
throwing
not
it
to
out
take
to us,
away
man.
from the low income, but once you make a certain amount of money, you're getting taxed more. You want to
Right.
drive a little better car. You want to rent in a better, area. You want
Right.
your kids to go to a 8 rate school instead of a 6
Mhm.
rated school.
Mm.
All these things just boost up from a time when you was like in the hood.
Yes, definitely, definitely. So, is that the little one right there? The
Yeah,
junior,
yeah. You got the
junior
little one.
rock star, really real estate agent? Hey, is that the
Yeah, listen, sit right
uh,
here.
how many kids you got, Tony? You have
So I
two,
got
right?
3 kids, man,
Oh, you
all
have three.
girls.
Hey,
Yeah, I got three, man. I got 21-year-old. She's an adult now, doing her thing.
nice.
Stressing me out a lot, but I still love her. She's a baby. And then I got a 5-year-old little girl, and I got a
Uh,
3-year-old. So
right
yeah,
on,
man,
brother.
girl dad, man. Shout out to Kobe, man. R.I.P.
Girl dad, that's right. That's right, man. Hey, you know what? Kobe did the right thing though, man. He, unfortunately, he passed away in his untimely death. But you know what? I read that he left his family generational wealth, land, money,
Man,
millions of dollars. He did the right thing, bro. And I feel like as a father to children, it's our responsibility to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And Snoop Dogg said it
absolutely.
best in some of these reels, man. He's like, owning land is the end goal. Like if you don't own land, you don't own anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is your opportunity. So if you got a tend to it, right? It's all good, bro. I know I can jump
Let me
on
just close
these
the door real
comments.
quick.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone's tuned in so far. What up? What
Yeah,
up? It's
yeah,
your boy
yeah. Shout
Sizzle.
out
You
to
know what I'm
everybody
saying?
with
I'm with
kids,
my man DTM doing the most. You know what I'm saying? He's always doing the most. We have a comment. Is it okay if I go to the comment? It's
Yeah, let's
been
go. Let's do it.
staring at me. She said, Yana said, former loan officer here. Now is the worst time to buy. And I've been hearing that a lot. So I've been hearing like
Right.
good time to buy, worst time to buy, best time to buy. I mean, it's like a mixed bag. I don't know who to go with. To me, in my
Yeah.
opinion, what I'm saying? I want to go with the professional that know the market.
Yeah.
So what is your outlook? How do you feel about that comment?
So so I gotta say that you have to be in the game to know what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Meaning like you have to be in deals, right? So I just closed escrow on my buyer side. I just opened escrow on the seller side, and I just opened another escrow on another seller side. So why are these houses still moving,
Mm,
right? why is the market still getting multiple offers? Why are people still offering 50K over and 10K over? It all
What?
depends. Is it a hot home? If it's a hot home, yes. If it's an okay home, it might sit there because it's overpriced. Now, going back to the question, is it a good time to buy? If you are financially ready, yes, hell yes, right time to buy. Why would you pay mortgage to somebody else is rent when you can pay mortgage to yourself? Think about it.
Yeah.
If
Right.
you're
Right.
renting, you're paying mortgage either way. You're either paying mortgage here or you're paying mortgage here.
Right. Right.
Okay. So if you're financially ready, go for it. If you have the money and the resources, go for it.
Gotcha. Yes, I see. I see.
Mommy, I'll be done in 10 minutes. No. Yeah.
That's a
But yeah, so the market is thriving, and it's because of 2021 and 2022, FHA buyers couldn't buy a home. VA buyers couldn't buy a home.
mm-hmm.
People who have 5% down, 10% down couldn't buy a home. Because everybody who could buy a home had 20%, 50% exceptional
That makes
credit,
sense.
and
Yes.
they're selling homes sold as is. So if you buy a home sold as is, it can't be an FHA loan. It can't be a VA loan because they have strict guidelines. If paint is peeling off the window on an FHA loan, you can't buy that home.
Right.
If the garage door doesn't open for a VA loan, you can't buy that home. So now
Right.
guess who's in the game? The FHA buyers, the VA buyers, and they're actually getting the homes they want versus the homes that they wish they had.
Gotcha. So is that one of the reasons why it's very competitive and a lot of people are paying 10 to 50K over asking price?
Yeah, because
Because there's a lot of buyers out there right now, is what you're saying.
it's crazy, man.
So
Like,
the inventory is still is it still pretty low, or how do you feel about the inventory
so
in
inventory is
California?
not like where it was like 3 or 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Inventory is there, but it pops up and it goes fast.
Gotcha.
So if you're
Wow.
in the game, and you got a 20% down payment right now, and you hit up Tony T and you go, hey, look, let's go shopping. I want to get a home. Where do you want to start? I want to start at 450. Gradually, they can end up being 480, 500, you know,
Right.
because they're going to see that 450 home. They're going to be like, dang, I don't know. You know, I can't see myself living in a like 900 square feet home. I want 1,200 square feet. You know, I want 3
Yeah.
bedroom instead of a 2 bedroom now.
Right. Right.
But,
Okay.
you know, again, it all starts from the beginning to the end.
Right.
It's all about timing, man. It's all about timing. So
It's all about the timing, man. It's never no perfect timing. You know what I'm saying? I always try to be like, I put things off. I procrastinate. I'm guilty of it too. And I'm like, oh, let me get back to it. And a lot of times I miss those opportunities. And it's time and time, and it happens over and over. And now is the time for you to take advantage of this new program, 20%
yes,
Dream for All
20%
program.
down.
So for those folks that, let's say, they want to jump in, they want to get into this, man. They go to the website, they go to you, like
It's easy.
what's your
Just hit
advice?
me up. Just hit me up. My Instagram is Tony T Realtor. You can go to my website. My phone number is there. But pretty much you get these 4 things ready: pay stubs, bank statements, employment history, and previous tax returns. Get those 4 things ready to submit. You can submit it through a secure portal to our in-house loan officer. She will get everything pre-qualified and then push it out to the CalHEPA people, which are the lenders for the program.
Gotcha.
Simple as that. You get the certificate, you take the class, and then boom, you get 20% down for your home.
There you go, man. That's gonna be awesome, brother. Well, I'm sure we can get further into this program, and you can give them more information on a one-on-one basis. But is it okay if I move forward to the next segment?
Definitely, man.
And then,
I think we spoke enough about the California Dream for All. This is for everybody in California. Dream big. Timing is everything. Don't click on those links that say, hey, it's the worst time to buy. Interest rates are too high. You can't afford this. You can afford what you want to afford
yep.
if you think you can, and become financially ready for yourself. A lot of this stuff right now, honestly, is like a lot of clickbait. You know, they want you to click it. Hey, how's the click, 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 you know, so You have to talk to a professional to know what's going on, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I do have to address this comment here though by Yana again. She said, "Never ask a realtor if it's a great time to buy." Of course, they're always going to say yes. So I laugh at that too because of course you're going to say yes. I've never heard of a barber tell me, yeah, it's kind of a bad time for you to get a haircut. You don't need a haircut right now. If I walk into a barber shop and I'm like, "Hey, man, do I need a haircut?" He's gonna be like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna get a haircut." If I walk into a restaurant, I'm like, "Man, should I eat right now?" They're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna cook you something." So yeah, I mean, naturally, and obviously and typically, um,
Now let me
we're
address that though.
motivated.
Let me address that though. So if you come
Yeah.
up to me and you send me your income and you send me your debt to income ratio, you say it's a good time to buy. I said it's not, but you can prepare yourself for the next 2 or 3 years.
Mm.
So
Oh,
it's
really?
always a
What?
good time to buy because you know why? You took that first step to actually even know where you stand.
Gotcha.
So it is a good time to buy. So anybody who's doubting themselves, if they go, you know what, it's not a good time to buy, or I can't afford it. Why can't you afford it? You tell me why, exactly why. Until you talk to a loan officer, then you won't know if you're debt. You might have some hidden credit cards that someone used your name and you won't even know. I just had someone apply, and unfortunately, somebody used their name and they got skimmed from 20 points from getting approved for this loan. So now he has to go back to his creditor and find out what happened. He got to write a letter
Wow.
and fix his credit. So
Wow.
20 points. So he let's see, five, six, 660. His credit score was
That's amazing.
660. He was going to
660.
qualify for a really good amount, but
Right.
he's 20 points away. So and he came to find out from applying for the loan that somebody used his name for a credit card that he was not aware of.
Gotcha. Wow, that's amazing. That's crazy. Um,
Yeah.
so
So whether it's a good time to buy or not, at least you look
right.
into it and figure out if it's a good time to buy in 2 or 3 or 5 years.
Two,
That's the main
three
thing.
to 5 years. And so in a situation like that, let's say someone's like, ready to buy, ready to make a purchase, find some things out, and they need some credit counseling, some coaching and repair, if you will. Do you have a team that help facilitate that part of the process? Or what's your role and approach when that happens?
So my approach is to one, find out what's going on in your back end. If you
Hmm.
can write a letter, if you can do it yourself first because it'll save you some money and time. But if you can't and you feel like, hey, I don't have the time to do it or whatnot, yeah, I have a person I can call and say, look, you pay this guy this amount of money, and he'll help you write the letters. He'll help you do this and do that.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, brother. I can see why you're so passionate about this, bro, and why you've been very successful at helping people do this. You are a researcher, you're a learner, and as I always say, it is readers are leaders, learners are earners, and they're always one step ahead of the game because you are in
Like
the game, bro. And
you got to be in the game to play,
I
man.
admire that, brother. Like, so let's kind of like switch gears here, because
Yeah,
we're at a 28-minute mark. I said we're only gonna do 30 minutes.
yeah.
Um,
Let's run it.
I got some questions I want to run by you. We'll go through it really quick, and then we're going to go ahead and give you an opportunity to give some final thoughts, and we'll go ahead and wrap it up. That sounds good?
Sounds good, man. Let's go.
All right, brother. Let's do this. Okay. So I'm going to just, there's maybe about 10 questions, but let's just start with this one, man. We'll
Yeah.
go here. If you were to start a business today, what would it be?
So any type of business that I would start today would have to help people. Would have to figure out a problem to help people. If it's going to help 100 people first, then I can implement that to help 1,000 people, to help 100,000 people, to help 1,000,000 people. But at the end of the day, the business has to fix a problem for the people.
Then,
And that's just like any product, right?
right.
You buy a product because it's gonna fix the problem,
Yes.
and you want it because you know it's gonna fix the problem.
Right.
So yeah, if I was to open, I would have to help people in some type of way.
That makes sense. That makes sense, man. That's why Louis Vuitton, Gucci, man, they fixing the problem. They fix your self-esteem, bro.
Fix
I,
your
every
pockets.
time fix your pockets, man. They're gonna fix your pockets. Every time I feel bad about myself, man, I'm just go ahead and get myself,
Yeah,
my wife would just go on a shopping therapy, man, fix
there you
our
go.
our problem. I love it, man. So that's a great answer. I like that. What would you consider this one here? What's the most exciting part of your job?
The most exciting part of my job, man, is just honestly the journey, man. It's just from start to finish. It's an emotional roller coaster. People are engaging with the confidentiality of what they make, what they want to do. You're engaging with their family. You're showing them their future. You're showing them their present and the past all at the same time, man. It's so deep. Like helping people get homes is more than opening doors. People think that realtors just submit documents, e-sign, but it goes down to roots. It goes down to emotion. It goes down to respecting and being honorable to those people that you work for, because when they sign up for you, they expect professionalism. They
Right.
expect you to be on time. They expect everything to be so smooth that at the end of the transaction, they're happy. You walk away from it, and most importantly, they'll give you that referral lead to the next person.
100%, man. I know, dude. Purchasing anything at all, when you're spending good money on something and you expect, a a great service, right? And the journey is gonna be it's kind of like it's a roller coaster too, man. It's gonna be some emotion. It's emotional purchase. It's not just a
Oh
logical
yeah,
purchase. It's a very emotional purchase. Purchasing, a home for sure. Thank you for sharing that, man.
no
Next
problem.
question. Uh, how possible is it for people to change?
How possible is it for people to change? Change is up to the individual, but it's also change is up to the surroundings. So depending on that individual and what they surround themselves with, or who they surround themselves with, the change can be impeccable. It could
Mm,
be extreme,
right.
and then it could also be, a downfall. So um, possibility for people to change, it all depends on the individual and their option of how they want to route their day. They want to route their activities, and goal set, honestly, not just for the day, but for maybe a month, maybe 3 months into the year. So
Right.
again, it's the individual, and I think in their environment that they put themselves in.
I believe in it, man. Yeah, you change the environment, people will change, man. But you can take the boy out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the boy. You can
Yeah,
move out the hood, but you're still gonna be hood.
exactly.
All right, man. We're gonna breeze through here. So, how do you feel about following your passion?
Well, following your passion, I mean, following your passion is like walking into the unknown, right? Because what is your passion? Like you may have a passion. Hold on, baby. You may have a passion to help people. You may have a passion to do something extreme, but the journey from start to finish is so unknown that following it is just gonna take your guts. It's gonna take you planning it out. But
Hmm.
most importantly, following your passion is just walking into the unknown and strategizing as you go. Not everybody knows everything. You pick and choose who you want to listen to. You pick and choose what you don't want to go in. You filter out what you want to take and what you don't want to take. And again, your environment. So, following your passion, man. I just feel like it's an unknown territory, but once you drive, it's almost like cruise control.
Love it. Absolutely, man. I want to say following my passion has opened a lot of doors and opportunities for me. But my passion haven't exactly always paid the bills, you know?
Yeah,
So, I know a couple people who are passionate about what they do, and, I even asked them, like, "Would you do this for free?" They're like, "Man, no, I'm trying to get paid, I wanna
yeah.
profit off my passion." So but yeah, some people say, "I'll do this for free." Would you do it for free?
So I've been doing it for free. This thing didn't come overnight. Like this is a process of years and years of doing. You don't go open a house. You don't sit there for the first year and expect your clients to come in. Um, free. I don't say it's free. I think it's like paying dues. As you know, you got to pay your dues. Anything you do, but it has to be a little calculated too, because sometimes you get sidetracked, right? You get pulled this way, you don't pulled that way. Like,
Right.
hey, just do this for me, like, nah, I can't do that no more, man. Like, I don't do that no more unless it's in contract, or I know what I'm gonna get
Mm,
expected from you. You know,
100%.
yeah. So, it's real estate is not complicated. It's like you do something, you write a contract, you submit it, and this is how much you're getting paid. That's it. So I think everything should be like that. Where like if you're out going to do your thing, someone's like, "Yeah, I'll let you know how much you get paid later." Like, why can't we do it right now? Like let's get that out of the way.
Right. Super important. If it's not if it's not in writing, it ain't real. You know what I'm saying? And that goes with, your dreams as well and your goals. Put it in writing. All right, brother. I got two more questions for you. This one and then the last
All right.
one.
Okay.
This one here is, so what's the most important quality that you look for in people?
Oh man, the most important quality. I think people just have to be open to be themselves. That's number one. And then number two is just being honest. Just honest, like through the process. Like you got to be honest with yourself, and you got to be honest with others that you work with. Hold on, baby. Go find the remote. Okay, I'll be over there. But yeah,
Ah.
man, just those are the qualities. I think just honest to yourself and honest to the people around you.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that honesty, man. Honesty, integrity, and just being 100% transparent. There's this one acronym I actually I really love, and I kind of like live by it almost. It's to be alive. You know what I'm saying? Be authentic, be likable, be interesting, be vulnerable, and have empathy. And that's it, being honest, man. So which one's this one? This one's your 5-year-old?
Yeah, say hi, Mira.
Uh
Say hi. What's your
Hi.
name?
I know daddy's almost done. I'm keeping him for a long time, but guess what? He's almost done. He's going to be there. I know family is important to you, brother, and I don't want to take you away from your
Yeah.
family. One
Yes.
last question, brother, and then we'll go ahead and give you an opportunity to say your final thoughts.
All right.
What's your favorite quote that you live by, or what's your favorite quote that you've heard, or that what's your favorite quote?
You know what? It's hard. It's hard to pull that out of the hat, right? But it rained these past couple days, and I just opened escrow on almost $1 million home that I listed, and it stopped raining when I went to go put up the sign, right? So there was a rainbow that came over the sign.
Mm,
So there was a quote that said, you got to go through the rain in order to see the rainbow. And it really touched me at that very moment, and
come on.
that's that weekly inspiration that I want to push out. You gotta go through the rain, see the rainbow.
Love it. I love that, man. That is awesome, brother. I mean, I can go on forever and keep you on here, but I know family's important. It's probably dinner time, brother. For everyone that's watching, and we talked about the Cal HIFA, we talked about your business, we talked about the opportunity of working with you, what it takes,
Yeah,
and we talked about your passion. We talked about these questions here, going through the rain to get to the rainbow. Any
yeah.
final thoughts you want to add, to this podcast before we cut out?
You know what, man, Seismic? I just want to say, if you want to own a home, like don't hesitate to look into what you can pre-qualify for, because by doing that, you take one step forward instead of saying, "Hey, I'm not going to do it because the rates are high." I'm going to do it because I want to know where I stand.
Mm,
That's what I want to leave people with: to take the initiative to figure out where you stand, so you know where to go, how to fix it.
love it.
1, 3, 5 years, you could be a homeowner, regardless if there is a California dream for all. You can make your own dream happen. But right now is a great program that's out. Take advantage of it. If you're financially ready, your credit score is good. I'm here, Tony T. Chan, Realtor, for the people, whether if you live up north, down south, east, west, anywhere in California, man, I might just fly out to where you stay, just peep it out real quick.
Hey, you're always welcome up here, man, Northern California. And I always hear this all the time. California real estate is the best real estate to purchase.
Oh,
And
best
it's
believe it.
always, yeah, definitely. And with this program, it's going to be amazing. Brother, I don't want to keep you on any much longer than I have to. And I
Yeah.
really appreciate your time. Thanks for making this opportunity happen for me and educating a lot of the viewers that's watching. And they will be watching on the replay. And I
Yeah.
wish you the best of luck, brother.
Hey man, thank you for having me, Seismatic. Big talk,
Yay.
baby. Do it
Big talk,
BIG.
man.
Let's go.
I'm gonna tell
It's
these
Tony.
folks until
And
then,
I'm out.
man. Thank you, brother. Have a good night.
All right, love you, man. Thank you.
I love you too, bro. Yay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you already know what the business is, man. That was an awesome podcast. He's a family man. He's an expert realtor, and he is phenomenal, man. Super amazing. A community activist. I see him always active, always giving back, and always going out there and going above and beyond for his clients, for his community, for his people. This dude, genuinely, man, always doing it. Big. And I want to say this, you guys. Stay blessed, stay intelligent, stay gifted, and I hope you guys tune in for the next show. We have a lot of more episodes coming up. Very excited. I will give you guys a quick lineup of everything that's going on, and I do a better job of still being more consistent to get online too. And for those of you guys who tuned in and commented, man, shout out to you guys too. And by the way, I'm trying something new. I don't think you even got around to doing so. So check this out. Where is it at? Here. Oh, I didn't even put this up, but check this out. You can support this stream because it is Cambodian New Year. And if you want to go ahead and buy us a shot, you know what I'm saying? Us meaning the team, meaning my guests or whatever, I'll take an honorary, um, imaginary shot. You can do so. It is a QR code. You can support the stream. You can go on to our page and make a generous donation. You can subscribe to this the stream as well. Your support means a lot to me, and I encourage you to do so. This stream is broadcast to all the well, not Instagram, but YouTube, Facebook, and whatever, all these different distribution channels. But yeah, and if you know someone that is inspiring, that is also like-minded, what you think would fit into this Big Talk podcast, if they're about big ideas, big goals, and big vision, please shoot me a DM. Let me know to add them. Make me aware of them so I know who they are, so I can actually have them on as a guest. I would love to do that. So in the meantime, man, I hope your week's going real well. It's midweek, hump day. And we're going to try to keep doing it BIG. All right, you guys. Thanks for everything. I just want to say, um, check this out. Do this right here. Bam. Right here. Stay blessed and stay gifted. Keep doing it BIG. Out.